The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tokucast for another episode of First Impressions. Marcus and Jacob here to discuss our first impressions of the first 3 episodes of Kamen Rider Zets.
Boy, oh boy, do I have so many positive things to say about this first 3 episodes of this show.
Wow.
And the fact that we have not yet gotten the opening, but we've heard it.
Yes.
It plays at the end of every episode.
Yes, we have listened to it. You played it for me when I was over here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's good.
I really like it.
But we have not heard it in show yet.
They said that from episode 4, it'll be playing at the beginning. So we'll finally end up getting
this week.
the opening visuals and everything.
This week as of recording.
Yes. There is also an insert song in this that I really like. It's the one that they played during the most recent fight scene near the end of the episode. I've actually listened to the whole thing. They put out the whole thing for that before they did this. It's Move Take It by Tita, who I believe is also in Back One.
Oh, cool.
Let me make sure of that. Yeah, Tita from Back One.
Nice.
I love that song. It's very rap heavy, but it fits with the vibe of the show. I want to give this show one gigantic point in something that we haven't had in such a long time.
Okay.
In the beginning. I don't even think Gab did this in the first 3 episodes. There are no other forms yet. It's just been the base.
He gets the ability to, morph his body with a different ball.
He becomes Luffy.
Yeah, kind of.
But that's it. It's just been the base form. And it's so refreshing to just see the base form just shot.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's just the base form, and he's not so much getting a new form as it's just giving himself a new ability.
Yeah. Which is glorious.
Which we see him use pretty creatively.
He star-fingered that guy.
Yeah, he did.
Starfinger! Then he killed him.
Starfinger through a building and then through his back.
Which was... I clapped.
I clapped when I saw it.
I clapped a couple of times when he threw the gigantic fireball back at him.
That was pretty great.
Ugh!
Long, spindly fingers like tentacles grabbing the fireball and hurling it back at the...
It was so cool.
The bomb kaiju.
It was so cool. I want you to start, because I know I'll start gushing.
Okay, you want me to start?
Yes.
How would you like to go through this? Episode by episode, or...?
Yeah, we can do a general feelings about the first 3.
Okay, first off, somebody in our comments, shout out to you, I am forgetting your name, I'm sorry, but shout out to the person who mentioned James Bond references. A lot of them, because our protagonist, Baku, is a big fan of
secret agents.
of secret agents, and also of a particular secret agent called Agent Zero.
Who was James Bond?
It was basically James Bond. You look at the posters he has in his room, you look at all the DVD boxes that he has, there's so many movies, and
I can hear the shaking, that's it.
and the actor that they have on the poster, the model kind of looks like
Sean Connery.
I was gonna say, kind of looks like Daniel Craig.
I got more Sean Connery. I think old school Sean Connery,
a little bit. The face,
yeah.
The face. It was like Sean Connery's gun and pose, but with Craig's face. But even Baku himself, that opening action scene doesn't the scene itself is not very Bond, but the outfit that he wears. That is very, because it's the dress shirt and pants with the holster on it. I'm like, oh, that is like Sean Connery's Bond with his jacket off. So.
I think the biggest thing that we could take from the beginning is that Baku is not a killer.
He's also Agent 7.
Yes. It is everything.
I mean, the opening of this, where it's just people with guns have kidnapped a celebrity, Nebu-chan.
Who shows up always.
Shows up in everyone's dreams. Wonder if we'll see more about her. Who knows? But he shows up, it turns out, and it's we got what we need. We hit our count. Killer, preaches the leader. And we see a hand pick up a knife.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, where's this going?
Yeah.
Because it's a very nasty looking blade. And then we see another henchman walk in with a gun. And he's like, no, I got this. Oh, okay. Takes the knife, cuts her free. removes his garb to reveal that he is Agent 7, and we get this. I have to bring something up. The opening credits. With the cast names.
Yeah.
We never get that.
That was crazy.
We never get that in Toku.
And the way they incorporated it into
and it's
the
like like that is also very James Bond, where we have like crazy visuals going on, and like the actors' names will be like in some sort of like object that is like passing by the screen or whatnot. So
or in the bullets.
Or in the bullets, yeah. But yeah, they're all rubber bullets, and he takes out all these bad guys. Great action scene, and then we find out it was all a dream. His sister wakes him up.
He's not a killer. He only uses rubber bullets, even in his dreams.
But yeah, he's an interesting protagonist. Baku.
I like Baku.
He's an interesting protagonist. His younger sister, Minami is like the breadwinner of their household.
Yeah,
she's the one with the job.
He is broke.
He is broke. He doesn't have a job, and he just wants to sleep and dream all day.
Well, no, because he wants to be cool.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And he wants a cool job, but it's like he has such unbelievably bad luck. We saw this at the end of Gav when he gets struck by a UFO.
Yeah, that did happen.
He just has unbelievably bad luck.
Because we see he's like, all right, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna support my sister, and he goes to an employment office, and
he went to what is the name of the place from Yakuza?
I know what you're talking about. He went to go see Ichiban.
Yeah,
at his new job at the beginning of Infinite Wealth, and but he's there, and we see a cute little scene of him interacting with this little girl, who's like eating some snacks, and then while he's being interviewed, a guy sitting next to her says, "Hey, why don't we go buy you some more?" Takes her hand and they walk out, and he notices the guy leave with the girl, and then he hears a woman calling for someone, and he realizes, oh, that wasn't her dad. And he runs after them, and it all happens very fast. He chases after them. He's like, I'm going to have the courage. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put myself in harm's way to save this kid. And he stops the car. He gets hit, put in the hospital, but the car's empty.
Yeah.
Completely empty. No driver, no passenger, nothing.
Nox essentially makes the car hit him to spawn a nightmare into his dreams. Nox, who's a bad guy. Mm-hmm. And there is the detective there, Fujimi-san. Mm-hmm. And his subordinate, Kamen Rider Lopo.
She shows up, yes.
Yes, she was Lopo in Geats, but she's
Detective Nagumo.
So, God, please make her a Kamen Rider. I want her to be 2. I think she'd be the first female to be 2 Kamen Riders in 2 different series, which would be so cool.
She's really good in this show.
Yeah. She's
really good in this show, too. So it's like, I would like to see a difference, because she shows off good range. She's playing a very different character than she played in Geats. So it'll be nice to see some good acting range from her. She showed off good stuff so far. Fujimi, I really like. But the rest of the first episode, Nox, who we really don't know much about.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, but
he just wants to spawn the nightmare.
He wants to spawn this. He's like, we're going to spawn this nightmare, because we keep cutting to him, and he'll wax poetic about nightmares. We shall open the door in your mind and create a nightmare. But then we'll cut to like him in a different shot, and nobody will be around him. So he's like truly like dream walking through the world, like no one else is aware of his presence.
Like that whole red scene at the end of episode 3 when it was him walking through people.
Exactly.
But he wasn't actually there.
Yeah.
Was so...
But was he there, but was he on like a different plane of reality?
Which is pretty much how this show operates in both the dream world and in reality.
Yes, and speaking of dream world, you talk about Baku being cursed with constant bad luck. When his sister rushes to the hospital to see her brother, yeah, she calls him an idiot, but also like, the gods have cursed and abandoned you. And his reaction of like, ow, that hurts. he kind of like laughs it off, but he's also kind of like, you're not being very helpful right now.
And then we cut to a little bit later with him asleep. Mm-hmm. But we don't really know that he's asleep just yet until the monster shows up. Because the monster showing up in that first episode and walking through the hospital where nobody was amazing. The way that they shoot these first 3 episodes are so different.
We talked a lot in Kamen Rider Gav about the filmmaking of it. and gushing over like the updates that they seem to have been making to camera work, cinematography, the editing, and where they're placing the camera, and they're doing lots of interesting stuff in there. This scene is straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
There is a shot in this that is like straight out of Evil Dead.
Or Nightmare on Elm Street. It's so... Like that scene when the monster grabs him and lifts him up, and you go to the real world of him being lifted up.
That is Nightmare on Elm Street, yes.
And then his heart stops.
Mm-hmm.
That whole dream sequence was so freaky. Him going into the closet, but the closet door opens wrong because nothing in the dream makes sense.
The doors open wrong. They do great scenes of like perspective where like a door seems to be so much farther away than it is. It's that first person shot, the POV shot of like a camera running towards the door. That's the Evil Dead shot. Granted, it's not as like smooth as an Evil Dead shot, but like the first person shot of like POV of something charging towards a door, and like something is chasing you, like that is straight out of Evil Dead. And I was like, I see what you're doing there, and I love it.
But they also are doing things like pushing a door, and he goes through it, but it comes out as if it was pulled.
Yep.
I love how it's just like nothing in the dream is sort of linear. Mm-hmm. Especially him, because there's one part where he's like going upstairs, but he immediately goes back down those stairs. Mm-hmm. In another direction, and the monster constantly like shows up in front of him. He goes into the closet, and like his sister is there, and things are on TV, and he sees Nim for a quick second.
And it's like a gun monster. The monster is like very gun themed, and it flashes back to him and his subconscious desire to be cool, to be an agent. And while he's being pursued throughout this, a voice in English tells him, Agent 7, it's time for your next mission. Your mission is stop this thing, stop the nightmare. We get our henshin.
He goes into the place first.
Yeah.
He goes into the office.
Yeah, because that's where he gets the sash.
He meets Zero.
Our sash. Not our belts, but our sash.
And he meets Zero there.
Yes, Agent Zero, who is like the M to his Bond.
Oh, love the scene in episode 2. Just a little joke. I love him.
That was amazing. Come on, let's go. He gets down to the ground because the motorcycle it's like he is like remote controlling the motorcycle as a robot.
He's Otto Vagin from Fies.
Yes, Otto Vagin from Fies, and it's like, all right, let's go. And he gets down on all fours and just starts going.
Love that joke. But
then he's like, wait a minute, why am I riding you? And he's like, it's all a joke. You know what my favorite joke with him was, with Agent Zero was?
The tea?
No, it was the phone call. It was the first phone call where it's like, he's like, Agent 7, are you ready? I'm so sorry. My dream self understands. My dream self understands Japanese, understands English, but I do not. I'm sorry. All right, fine. And then he starts speaking Japanese, which that is a good delineation device for the audience as well to know when are we dreaming, when are we in the real world.
There's also a part,
if he's speaking Japanese, we're in the real world.
That happens in episode 1 and episode 3 where he says, "I'm on it." He says it with, like a regular English inflection in his dream in episode 1 when he first transforms. Mm-hmm. But in episode 3, when he's in the real world, he says it with the Japanese inflection. Mm. I love that. Mm. It's so smart. And he's like, I'm on it. But that fight scene in episode 1, that first transformation is so cool. Him just being Smoke from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I knew what you meant.
It's just so cool. And it's seeing him like doing things in the dream world, like pulling the monster towards him by the ground, throwing the monster, and the monster's getting hit with every element.
That was pretty crazy.
Through the oceans, through a volcano, and a thunderstorm.
It's another time in that, I think like twice in this episode, there are scenes where they have the camera locked on one character, and then the background and characters and everything in the background keeps changing. When he's first breaking down in the nightmare, and he's kind of like having a mental breakdown, and it feels nightmarish. Like we are just locked focus on him with the camera, but the camera is like panning and like holding focus and looping around him while like the environment keeps changing.
I love the fact that
the effect is pretty seamless.
He couldn't figure out why he couldn't win against the nightmare before he transformed. I thought that was really cool.
But yeah, and then we move on to episode 2, and
I want to talk about the rider kick.
Oh, okay. 777?
777 into Zets.
Into Zets. Which I would like to point out, we said in our rumor cast for this show, we were like, why the heck are there 3 Z's? Why is that extra Z there? And then after we recorded, like as soon as we finished recording that video, we were like, oh, right.
He's sleeping.
Sleeping. 3 Z's.
Duh.
Yeah. Which some people did point out in the comments, and thank you for that. We realized it as well. But it makes sense. The fact that it's a triple kick.
I think that first episode might be one of the best introductions we've had in a very long time.
They are not afraid to drag their hero across concrete.
No.
In the proverbial sense.
It was so cool seeing them really explore what being in a dream world means. Being able to, move the world around you and reverse the chains onto the monster and things like that. And the fact that we still haven't gotten a secondary form yet. Everything has happened with the base form, and it has been so cool, so refreshing, just lovely to see. Lovely gal.
So since we're on the subject, what do you think of the costume?
Love it. In motion, it's great. It's sleek. It's a very updated Kamen Rider Ichigo.
Yeah, it's Kamen Rider Ichigo. It's the same color scheme. I really like the helmet.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the fabric.
I am.
And the fabric with its like hexagonal pattern, something about it is just kind of bugging me. The other thing I don't really like is it's not very form-fitting. It bunches up a lot in a lot of places, specifically around his neck and somewhere in his joints.
Honestly, I think that's fine because of the way that what the suit is made of, and the fact that the suit lights up. So it probably
it probably has like space in there for wires and luminescence, which I'll say this, it's something of a feat of engineering to make it look this sleek and have it power the way it does. Also, it's mostly spandex. This is mostly a fabric costume. There's not a lot of because we just came from Gav, and Gav has, you look at him on the table here, he's got his things on the helmet, he's got the pauldrons, he's got his gauntlets, the belt is, big and bulky, and he's got the big bulky shoes. The only thing that's like really like solid and like a hard material on Zetz's costume is the helmet and the sash. Everything else is fabric. It's
very flexible.
Yeah, it's very flexible, and I think they do a good job of showing why, because his muscles can just crunch up and expand to maximum capacity, to like huge capacity, which enables him to deliver devastating blows, which I think is a pretty cool touch. So it's like it's like expanding with him as he's fighting, which is pretty cool.
Before we get to the episode 2 monster, because it's been a while since we've had a 2-parter from episode 2 and 3, I love the suit designs for the monsters.
They're really good.
Yeah.
They're
very twisted.
The bomb monster in particular, the bomb kaijin,
looks like Build.
It's got the same colors, yeah, but what I love is its face.
Yeah,
it's a very intricate suit with it's all like wires. It's all like like wires on an explosive device that are like twisting and looping around each other, and like his stomach like opens up and there's like a big bomb in there. His face, when you look at it in close up, and it's just like and it looks like spaghetti. Almost, because it just looks like noodles, like completely divided, red, blue, and it's just like it's kind of like icky.
Yeah, but
I really like it.
You're not. It's supposed to be the wires of a bomb. So
yeah, like I said.
Yeah, it's not. You're not supposed to know where it's supposed to end.
Yeah,
to make sure that the bomb goes.
But it's just such to see like a head have like that intricate of a design. That, I mean, look, we're just like looking at a picture now that just has his like top part of his torso in there too. A lot of work went into making this one.
God,
it's very intricate.
Because I know the Crow Kaijin is this week, so I'm hoping it continues.
Yeah.
Because the gun and the bomb have been really, really good so far. And good Lord, do I hope that they keep that up. Because episode 2 ends up having to deal with
Fujimi.
Yeah, and his nightmare. And
we actually start to learn what because as I say in all of our first impressions videos for many years now, but as you often say, my friend, what is the mystery?
Yeah.
What are you trying to hook us with? The stakes and what is Nox's end game? We don't know yet. What are the actual full implications of a nightmare taking over?
The fact that they
how do the nightmares manifest? And it's like we're learning little things piecemeal.
The fact that they did this in the first 3 episodes, I think, sets the stakes so much higher immediately, which I think is a really good thing because it shows what happens when Baku doesn't do something fast enough. Really bad things start happening in the real world.
The way because it's the nightmares, which are our monsters for this season, they are manifestations of people's subconsciousness. Something they might not even know themselves.
That they want.
Yes. Even if they don't know that they want it because it's like kept beneath the surface. And the things that the nightmares wreaking havoc in the dreams can cause destruction in the real world.
Depending on what the nightmare is.
There are repercussions. There are repercussions. So it is like Nightmare on Elm Street where you die in your dreams, you die in real life. Not exactly that.
As far as we know.
As far as we know yet, but similar repercussions. If Freddy knocks over a lamp or something, the lamp would knock over.
Yeah, they had police cars explode in episode 2.
Yes, the bomb monster in particular blows itself up a few times because it is like a living bomb. And we see it, blow up a couple buildings, parts of buildings.
I'm really excited to see what the other nightmares, what their things will be, because obviously not everything is going to be as destructive as a bomb. Like this week is a crow.
It's a bird, yes.
So it's just what do these things want to do once they get to the real world?
Yeah. So we find out that first we got to talk about the scene where Baku meets Fujimi and what's the other cop's name? Nagamo?
Yeah.
Nagamo. Where he meets the two of them and they try to bring him to the station for questioning.
What are you hiding? Because Fujimi sees him at the end of episode 1 with it on him. They got his heart in his
hospital bed.
They got his heart to restart.
Yep. But
he came back with the sash.
I have to talk about one of the best moments of acting in these 3 episodes, and that is when Baku wakes up from his nightmare in the first episode. And he's like, wow, what a crazy dream. And he kind of fiddles with his pajamas and he realizes that he's still wearing the sash. The noise that he makes. It's really high pitched. It's like, it's like this really high pitched, just squeal. And it just felt so real.
I want to talk about something that we have not gotten in a very long time, at least to this capacity, that we got in episode 2 and 3. A motorcycle chase. Because Gav sort of had one, but it didn't go to this capacity and it turned CG.
It's like Gav had one, but it was all CG and it was also much more fantastical.
Yeah.
This one was not.
It just had him stop the bomber. And he had to chase it because it was going to the police, I guess the police headquarters. And it was going to blow it up. Because that's what Fujimi wanted, because he's been sidelined. Something fierce, I guess his funding has been cut.
Fujimi and Nagamo work for their introduction character cards say Department of Paranormal Affairs, something like that. So the
Paranormal Affairs Division,
under
the Public Security Bureau.
Yes, so there is specifically a division of public security designed that is looking into these incidents. But it looks like it's just Fujimi operating out of a truck.
Until Nagamo
shows up and she's like, yeah, I totally got demoted into this position. So who knows what her backstory is and how she wound up getting transferred here. But maybe they'll go into that in the future. That could be an interesting story. But I
also want to find out what happened to the previous police chief who got replaced by the new guy who puts no stake in.
It's interesting because it's you clearly have a department that is designed for this. Somebody's funding it.
Also, something has happened before. Like, apparently this is not the first time that these things have happened. Because
it's like, why would you have a department unless you were, like, actively looking into these kind of incidents?
Yeah, these black cases.
Yeah, as Fujimi calls them.
But the new head is just like, no, y'all aren't doing anything, and I don't believe in this.
I don't believe in this supernatural, wishy-washy nonsense. You go somewhere else. I love that, like, where he's just, it's just a classic scene of cop trying to solve a case in the chief's office, slamming his hand on the desk with, like, I've got evidence, damn it! I know what's going on. There's these nightmares. They're in your head, and I know it. And the chief is like, you need some time off. Puts the request for leave down. Why don't you go cool your head, detective?
I still think one of the coolest things on these first 2 episodes is when Baku is figuring out how things are working at the end of episode 2, and Fujimi is behind him for one sweep of the camera, and then he disappears. That was, you see, like, after he hears knocks. I just thought that was really cool. Just like, oh, things are happening because of Fujimi and his, subconsciously wishing for this.
Yeah, it turns out he is the one subconsciously wishing to destroy, basically, police as a concept because they don't take his work seriously. And it's like, this is my life's work. I need to do this. And just, I'm getting back to it again. I don't think I finished talking about it. But the scene where he meets Fujimi and Nagamo. And
what are you hiding?
But Fujimi and Baku just, like, bonding instantly over the concept of dreams, and Nagamo just being like, what is happening? What is happening? The fact that it's like, you dreamed of the bomb kaiju, and, like, Fujimi runs away from the conversation, does, like, a knee slide into a victory pose, and then runs back to him.
I really wanted him
runs and slides, like, into the camera, and is like, yes! He understands me!
I really wanted him to say vindication! It was these first 3 episodes, man. And, basically, they end up sort of doing an O's, but I think better in this case. Where it's like, the person ends up going inside the monster at the end of it, and that's how the monster responds into the real world and starts causing a lot more destruction.
Yes, so this is our setup for how our kaijin can enter the real world from the dream world.
With the 3 doors.
Yes, the 3 doors open. There's like 3. It's the door designs are interesting. It's like there's 3 of them. We have a feminine half and a masculine half on the door. And every time they open, the nightmare, like, gains power. And with that, the person will eventually manifest in their own dream. The subconscious monster, the nightmare, will, like, open like a door. They open themselves like they open in half like a door, and the person, like, walks in. We see that happen with Fujimi, and then the kaijin is able to enter the real world.
Sort of how it happens, oddly enough, in Gozuger. Since it sort of ends up granting a wish to a person. More or less. Or saying like, oh, I want to be the best at this, or you want to be number 1, and then the no one ends up coming in.
Then we have our fight scene in the real world, which I believe is also at night. I think we have 2 night fights.
And the sword and everything.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about the sword yet.
We know it's a change weapon.
Yeah.
It's a weapon that could become like a sword, a gun, a scythe,
an axe.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's fine, but I like the fact that we're getting a lot of hand-to-hand. And it's been so cool to watch.
And like you said, no form changes, just a form augment.
And Starfinger.
And like you said, he Starfingers him. It's a pretty cool scene where he punches past him and his arm is just going, la, la, it goes into the building. He took it through the building, out, around, and then just, like, middle finger, like index finger through the back, severing the monster's heart.
Well, no, it severs the bomb.
Well, yeah, but, like, it's in the monster's anatomy, like, that's the heart.
And it's
like he cut both of the main arteries.
He's like, special agents always know how to disarm
a bomb, yeah.
I'm just like, yes, this is clap.
It's James Bond and Goldfinger stopping it with 7 seconds remaining.
This has been, for these first 3 episodes, this has been a fantastic watch.
It's a good start.
I really have been enjoying myself.
What's this, Kamen Rider? Are you good again?
It's like I said,
Gab was good.
Gab was fine.
Gab was good.
But yeah, this is setting up something I think a little
But after so many years of just being, pelted with mediocrity and
2 years.
flat out awfulness.
We just had Gotchard and Gav.
Before that, there was a lot of bad stuff.
There was Geets.
I liked Geets, but then everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know. It all blurs together after a while.
I keep forgetting Revice exists.
There's a reason for that.
Watched it. Are we sure about that?
We sure? Did we watch that?
But yeah, I've really, really enjoyed my time with this show so far. And I cannot wait to watch it on a week-to-week basis.
That's true, because for the first time ever, Kamen Rider is streaming on YouTube week to week. They're not archiving it, but we do get our premiere on Saturday.
Saturday at 10:30.
Saturday, and then we get a rerun.
For the week.
For the week on Sunday.
But of course, we're planning other ways to watch it too. But yeah, it's been fantastic, and I hope everybody has been keeping up with these first 3 as well. Let us know what you're thinking about these 3 in the comments below.
Please do.
Don't forget to join us all the things. We'll see you next time. God, it's so good.
Feels good to talk about something good.
Right?
It really does.
God, we have to talk about Taro. Speaking of which, I'll be making a post about it as well. We won't have a video next week. I do have a funeral to go to, unfortunately. But the week after that will be sadness of a different sort. Yeah, and then the week after that will be no video because I'll be moving. Mm-hmm. And then that Saturday I'll be getting everything set up, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think much of this will change much, but
no. But things will
it's still going to be us at a table talking about stuff.
But yeah. Don't forget to join us all the things. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching.